reasoned conclusion. Now, the interesting thing about the structure of the new exam is that in the evaluate question, that level 1, the knowledge and understanding, you can leave that out. You can save yourself time and go straight to application, analysis, and then the final evaluation at the end. So let me read to you from the examiner's report. It's this little paragraph here, and it says this: it's important to make sure that the judgment fits the question, okay? But the most important part of this paragraph is as follows. It is worth noting that there are no marks, ladies and gentlemen, exclusively for knowledge on these evaluation questions. Candidates need to decide whether definitions help the strength of their argument and are worth the time taken to include them. This is a very tight paper in terms of time, and so you need to decide, do you regurgitate your definitions? Is there any point in doing that and stating that basic knowledge? Maybe you might find that sort of gives you a little foundation upon which to build your answer, but actually the exam paper gives you that foundation already. So let me just flick to one of the sample assessment papers to show you exactly what I mean by that. So this is one of the sample papers, not the summer 2020 paper. And this is a part D question, and here we have the evaluate question, and here we have the question which precedes it. Now the question which is preceding it is actually really doing the L1 section. It's fitting and filling that L1 section. Explain what's meant by fiscal policy. Government spending, taxation, used to manage the macroeconomy, all that sort of jazz. One of the levers of economic management. So that would be your answer to go in there, and which means really you've already done the level 1, and so when you get to this question, evaluate the costs and benefits of fiscal policy as a means of achieving lower unemployment. Well, here's your level 1. Now start straight into the level 2, where you're going to apply your knowledge of fiscal policy. So you would be explaining straight away, without having to say fiscal policy is, you would be explaining straight away how fiscal policy can lower unemployment, and then you work forward in your answer. So I think that's really useful in terms of time management, but also structuring your answer on this new revised A-level specification. I have with me a number of scripts which I have retrieved from the board, and actually I would say on the whole the main issue is number 1, time management probably, and number 2, the evaluate question. It's very important in the new assessment material and the way the new criteria is being applied that you must do at least one two-sided argument. So take a point and then say here's the positive, and then say here's the negative, and hopefully then weigh up as well, come to some sort of reasoned conclusion. But if you don't do that, you're going to always be in the L1 mark band where you're going to get the lowest marks. So I have an outstanding candidate here, so this was 9.3 on this unit score. That was probably the best one I've seen in terms of the structure as I've just explained it. Here's one here, this was a 6.1, and again the key thing on this one was that the candidate did not do the two-sided discussion, very important. Here we have one candidate here scoring 6.6, again on my post-it I've noted, again it's the evaluate, the two-sided discussion. Here we have another one here, this is a 3.7, so lots of different issues here, couldn't really pinpoint this down to being simply evaluate. Here we have one 7.4, and again the key point being arising from this one would be structure of evaluation questions, and make sure you answer the question which is being asked. Don't go off on some tangent, make sure you're answering the specific question. And the final one here, which was a 4.7, and again structure of evaluate, losing marks as a consequence. So I hope that's of use, ladies and gentlemen, and look forward to speaking to you again. Bye for now.